Hey guys, Omni here. Before we get into this week's Stargirl, I want to let you know that I do have some links down in the description of this video and some ways you can show your support for the Black Lives Matter movement. I would really appreciate it if you took some time to check those out. Every little bit counts. So thank you all for tuning in. We're going to dive into episode 5 of Stargirl. Last week we had Yolanda take up the mantle of the new Wildcat, being the first to join Courtney's roster for the new Justice Society of America. And this episode, titled Our Man and Dr. Mid-Nite, seems like we're going to be cramming 2 into this one episode. So we'll see how that all pans out. So I really liked everything in the last episode. There's some bits that was a little slower pace. It was definitely, the episodes are getting a little bit shorter than what the first couple were, but so far I think it's still keeping me on board. There's, of course, it's not perfect all throughout, but I think there's some really heartfelt stories being told in here. And I was just, man, everything with Yolanda's background, like her home life and everything surrounding that, it just broke my heart. And I'm curious to see how this all goes from here, how this union kind of helps her and what this kind of builds, this relationship, this family, this unit that they start to build together with this new JSA. So let's go ahead and dive into episode 5. Here we go. 9 years ago. Rex Tyler.
Your dad and I are going away for a little while. Your Uncle Matt is gonna stay with you, okay? Okay?
You be good while we're gone, champ, okay? There's paperwork inside, Matt. We left this property in your name. All right, and Rick, it says Rick is your son.
How did I come from staying one night to now I'm raising your kid?
Matt, please.
Wow,
You are
okay.
the only person we can trust.
Mom? Dad? Mom, Dad, don't leave me!
I'm scared, Rex.
They don't know about Rick. He'll be fine.
Oh no. Oh my god. I'm just going to throw it out there. I think Grundy is their car assassinator, and he took out Miss Zarek last episode. We'll see.
And I'm starting to think you might be right. They could all be in Blue Valley.
Did any of them play the violin?
Yeah, the fiddler.
Oh,
I think Principal Bowen is the fiddler.
First off, the fiddler was a man. Second, he was Irish.
Okay, well, I saw her playing the violin in like a super evil looking way.
Where?
just be.
In Brainwave's room.
What were you
Oh,
doing?
haha.
I thought some of Brainwave's visitors could be ISA members, and sure enough, Principal Bowen was in his room playing the violin. Okay,
You
well,
stay away from the
team back
hospital.
up. Or I can keep doing your work for you.
No, you're to do nothing.
That ain't happening. Let's just keep all these super powerful items in a school locker. Oh, she's
We had to
snooping.
ramp up our search, Yolanda.
She's
We can't
snooping.
take on the entire Justice Society ourselves.
What about Artemis Croc? She's the best athlete in the whole school.
I thought about
Artemis
her, but she's
Croc.
too
Ha!
competitive.
She's even got a hood and everything right now.
I was off.
Careful. There are dragons in the water.
Oh! Someone in the comments I think was right. He finally talked, and that, I think that proves the point for some people here. Doesn't mean a whole lot to me because I'm not familiar with the character, but I feel like someone was right on the call out there. What's this guy's deal? I haven't figured that one out yet.
What happened?
Now I want some
I don't
popcorn.
know.
I thought you were a professional mechanic.
Sounds like the alternator.
Yeah, that's right. You know cars.
I work on cars.
Oh.
Well, a car.
What do you got going?
66 Mustang. Just need a carburetor. I'll get it up and running.
66 Mustang. That's a great ride.
My dad had one.
Really? You don't see them around that often. What color?
Yellow.
Something's reacting. He's got like a Joaquin Phoenix meets Tom Hiddleston kind of face going on. He's gonna chase him down, leave Pat there. Nope. Okay.
I guess I'll just walk. Good luck.
Walking the wrong way. I mean, not the direction they were driving. Not weird?
Hello. What are you supposed to be? I'm a friend of Courtney's. I voted for Paris, but Dad said our aunts wouldn't understand
What
French.
is he
Isn't that the funniest
doing?
thing? Yeah. He's the comedian of the family. Aunts, I have to get ready for these trick-or-treaters. Would you mind waiting in the living room? Sure. Thank you.
There's a regular old Velma here, putting all the pieces together.
Mrs. Whitmore? Is the dog supposed to be chewing on that? Yeah, doggy.
Oh, so he got the goggles. Yep. This is how you make friends. Espionage. I mean, it's really what it is. Thank God she's not a villain or anything. This was super easy.
Do you require assistance?
What? Who are you?
You are hearing the voice of Dr. Charles Mid-Nite.
Sharp objects coming through. Say hello to the
What the
family.
hell? It's an inefficient use of kitchen utensils.
Chuck, tell me about her.
Courtney Elizabeth Whitmore. Permanent record includes the following infractions.
And you shouldn't even be in my room right now. I don't even know you.
We eat lunch together every day. And last night at the hospital, I heard you call Yolanda by her real name.
That is a common rookie superhero mistake.
Chuck says that's a common rookie superhero mistake.
What?
The dirt on your shoes. They have farm fertilizer in them. Rick Harris is the only kid I know that lives way out in West Farms. I mean, that's what he calls himself. Rick Harris's real name is Rick Tyler. And Rick's dad's real name is Rex Tyler.
Rick's dad was our man.
Magic glasses for the win. Pat's sniffing down the trail too, cause Rex sent the box to him from this address. Aw, and he brought him a carburetor?
Okay, so you want to find Rick. Chuck tracked his phone from his house to a liquor store on Highway 4 to Cindy Berman's house.
What?
It's loud in here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be loud. Look, what's your
Oh,
problem lately?
he's getting... Either he's getting his own powers or his dad's calling out to him. I hope he's getting his own powers.
Jerk.
Oh, he can... Nope, it's his.
Your dad's name was Rex Tyler. He was our man.
What the hell are you talking about?
The hourglass gave your dad super strength for 1 hour a day.
1 hour? How do you turn it on?
How do you use any hourglass? You turn it over.
I mean, can you not just keep flipping it? Now I'm gonna bid up my foster dad. Nice.
You guys, do whatever you want. I'm doing my own thing.
Hey, you can't just take the hourglass.
I
Can.
saw that
It
coming.
was my dad's, right? Now it's mine. Later.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
suit up.
fight him. Do it. Take him out. Fight him.
Thanks, Beth, but we'll take it from here, okay?
Come
Things could
on,
get really
guys.
dangerous.
I mean, yeah, but who else are you gonna trust, really? She already knows. Worst she can do is you not accept her, and then she blabs.
Oh, really? I mean it.
Okay, you take the pen.
No cuts? Ah, that's a good setup from earlier. Holy shit.
You know, I get why Rick's so mad all the time. Losing his parents like that? I can't imagine what I'd do if mine were in some kind of accident.
Accident?
What?
No!
Oh my God.
I like how the AI was like, accident? What the hell you mean?
We just want to talk.
They were murdered.
Look, I'm not playing fairy princess tea time with you two.
It wasn't God's plan, Rick. It was an accident.
Then who do I blame? Huh? I want to hit something. Anything, all of the time.
My dad was a member of the Justice Society too. He was killed before I even got to know him, but now I get to keep his legacy alive. And you can too. It's your choice.
My choice. When have I ever had a choice?
Hey, Court, come on, let's go.
No. Yeah, I can't let you keep that hourglass.
Try and take it.
Rick, wait! It wasn't an accident.
What?
Your parents were murdered. He says he can show us? Chuck calls it Solomon Grundy.
No.
They're the reason I'm putting together this new team. To get justice. For my dad, for yours.
I'll do it.
Now he has someone to blame.
Justice, Courtney.
Revenge.
I want revenge.
Gary, where you going? Seems like you got a stronger will than your friend. That's too bad.
What's that? What was flashing green? Is it the battery? Is it the lantern? Dude, hell yeah. That was a solid episode. Yes, I like that a lot. I understand where they're coming from with Beth. But come on. Her heart's in the right place. I really want to see everybody warm up with her. But with Tyler, right? So he's working through some issues. I'm sure by the end of this he'll come out on the other side. But I definitely agree with Yolanda and them that it was like maybe not the best idea. And this all comes down to her just really full force going into this legacy idea, this crusade that she's on picking this new team and thinking that maybe he's in the right spot to be a part of the team. And it just comes down to her idealism, this motivation, this optimism that she has, this excitement and enthusiasm she has for this new role, this new destiny, this mission that they're on, that it's kind of like a little irresponsible how she's handling and approaching it. But I think it'll get us there in the long run. I think that honestly, it, like they said, at least like what the Dr. Mid-Nite's classes said, it would only work for somebody with Rex's DNA. So it's not like she had any other options to use it. But when he started looking like he was going to start using it for the wrong reasons and in the wrong ways, that's when the staff was like, all right, we can't let you like just run around and abuse this. That's not what we're here to do. And I like that. I thought it would have been fun if they would have pursued that route and, had a little bit of conflict in there, have the team kind of like stand off against them. Again, maybe it will have been a little too excessive, but I like the progression that they went with it. And I like, well, we didn't actually get to see the comeuppance have with his foster father, his uncle, with the destruction of the truck. I really wanted to see his reaction. And I really want to see, honestly, I really want to see him stand up to him at the end of the day. So hopefully we get that in one of the later episodes. And I think since we've been having some seeds of Beth throughout these other episodes leading up to this. I feel like she wasn't really shortchanged in this, since we've been getting some of those background elements in some of the other episodes leading to here, with her family dynamic, with her you know, issue with making friends. And I think they played and built up into it in this fine, that, you know, doing Our Man and Dr. Mid-Nite's successors in this episode together didn't feel like either one of them really got cheated. And I think that Tyler really got a fair amount of screen time and a lot of development in this, as far as we've seen, and it really played out. And I like how we're still getting some elements of Yolanda's you know, insecurities, her kind of trauma from everything that's happened, especially with going to that party, and, well, not going into the party, but being there and being reluctant at actually entering, knowing that, you know, Cindy's in there, knowing that Henry's in there. I like how they're carrying that over. Again, Courtney is very much, you know, sunshine and rainbows, and not everything's going to go perfect. And, you know, it's maybe going to bite her in the butt eventually, but I don't know. Right now, it seems to be like everything seems to be working themselves out on their own. So we'll see how that all goes, you know, down the road. I think at some point she's kind of got to get put into check. And I like Pat's side of this story as well, because he's also doing, even though it's not as direct as Courtney's methods of, you know, snooping, finding out information, and Pat is doing a little bit here and there, his own more subtle approach, his more passive way of figuring things out and building off of what's been happening around the town. Given, I don't know that he would have learned this information, because then you go back to like the domino effect, because if they hadn't exposed themselves and went out there investigating that ice spot, Jordan wouldn't have found them, which wouldn't have led to him needing to kill Joey to set an example, and then wouldn't have led William to go track him down to then die, and then wouldn't have led to that, which wouldn't have led to her going to Pat to get her car fixed, which wouldn't have led to him being suspicious of the whole thing. So it's kind of a hit or miss. I think in the end, the way it's all panning out and going in their separate little splinter groups, it's all going to come together. And I think it's set everybody on their separate tracks that is going to put all the pieces together. And I like Pat's little detective work that he goes in here. And he's like, all right, yellow 66 Mustang. Sounds familiar. Name, place, all of it connecting up, where he got the information came from, the picture of the car. I don't know. I like the little journey that they're all individually going on. And I think everybody, again, is playing up these characters very well. I think Yolanda, her little arc is one of the ones I'm very much so interested in seeing how that evolves. And Henry showing signs of powers, which his dad was always seeming like he was really wanting to manifest in some way. And they finally are, maybe due to the stress of all of this happening being a trigger. Maybe the easygoing life he had, maybe it just wasn't enough. Maybe this trauma he needs from his father, this trauma between what he did to his previous relationship, kind of stacking up, all finally building up and triggering this mental event that triggers his powers, which is interesting to see how that develops, knowing that there's some connections with Cindy, and see how there might be some connections, whether they show themselves or not, with Artemis being shown up and even being called out by name in this episode. I'm excited to see where things go with this. I think we're finally expanding out. We have our primary team together, and I'm curious to see how this all goes. I'm excited. I like this show a lot so far. You know, no show's perfect, but I think this show is doing a really fantastic, amazing job at building up these characters, these worlds, and getting us invested in their individual journeys, pasts, and what growth we can see out of them going forward with this new personas that they're taking on, with this new dynamic unit that they're forming together. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how that all evolves and grows over time. We're well, not even halfway through the season yet. I think it's like a 13 episode season order. We're on episode 5. We're not even halfway through then, if that's the case. So that's about all I can think of off the top of my head right now. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode. What do you think about the way Courtney's been handling all of this? What is your thoughts on where this is going to go from here? Yeah, sound off in the comments. We'll carry on the conversation after the video, and I'll catch you guys next week with the next episode of Stargirl. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all take care, and take care, everybody.